guys, Miss White here. We're just going to do some example problems using the distributive property. I have 4 expressions here that we're going to evaluate. They should look familiar to you because they're the same ones that you just did on the previous slide. In the previous slide, we solved them using the order of operations. So we did the math in the parentheses first, because parentheses came first, and then multiplied it by the number outside the parentheses. Now we're going to use the distributive property, and we're going to compare our answers that we get here to the answers in the previous slide, just to make sure that they match. This becomes really useful in algebra. You're going to see why, part of why in just a few minutes. That last problem that we couldn't really do anything with in the previous slide, we're going to be able to do something with in the distributive property. Okay, let's start with the first problem. Oh, and you guys, distributive property is fabulous. It involves rainbows and parties. You go into the party and you say hi with everyone and multiply with them. So let's start with the first problem. So let's pretend that the parentheses, everything inside the parentheses, that's a house, and that's you on the outside. You're coming into the party in the house, and you're going to say hi to everyone because you're friendly, and of course you would. And I use rainbows to keep track of everyone I've said hi to. So I walk in the door. I'm a 6. I walk in the door, and the first person I run into, there's my rainbow, is 3. And I say hi, and I multiply. 6 times 3, 18. And then whatever symbol is there, whether it's a plus or a minus, you're going to drop that down. So I'm going to drop that guy down. That's a plus. Okay, so I've said hi to 3, and being the polite person I am, I've got to say hi to everybody. So now I've got to say hi to 9. 6 times 9, 54. Now I have a simple addition problem left to simplify this down to the easiest number. 18 plus 54, I know that is 72. Take a minute, go back to the previous slide, go see if it matched the way we did it using order of operations. Okay, we're ready for the second problem. Say hi, multiply, use rainbows to keep track of it. You are 5, you're going into a house, there's a party, and a 9 and a 2 are there. So you walk in the door, the first person that you meet and say hi to is a 9. 5 times 9, that's 45. Again, anytime you run into a plus or minus, you just drop that down. Drop down my plus. And then, gotta say hi to everybody. It would be rude if you didn't. 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Now, 45 plus 10. Easy peasy, that's 55. Go check with the previous slide, make sure it matches. We should get the same answer both ways. All right. Next problem is a little different. Do you guys see what's different about this problem than the previous 2 problems? Yep, if you said there is subtraction instead of addition, you're right. The only thing that changes is instead of dropping down the addition, we're just going to drop down the subtraction. All right, so here's the party with an 8 and a 4. Here's you, a 2, coming into it. We're going to say hi to everybody. We're going to use the rainbow to keep track. 2 times 8. Say hi, multiply. That's 16. Drop down any addition or subtraction. There's some subtraction. And then, got to be nice to everybody. 2 times 4 is 8. Now we have 16. Take away 8. I know that that is 8. Go ahead, compare really quick. Maybe you've already memorized it, but compare it with the previous slide. Make sure our answers match and that you can solve these problems 2 different ways. Okay. So now our last one. Remember we got stuck? There wasn't really anything we could do with this when we were trying to use order of operations because we don't know what x is. So how can we take away 2 from it? We can't do anything with it yet. And then we can't multiply the 7. So a lot of times later in algebra, it'll be helpful to get that x minus 2 out of the parentheses. It's going to help you combine like terms, simplify, and solve. So same thing, same idea. You're the 7. There's a house. Inside the house is x minus 2. You're going into the house to say hi to everybody. So first you do 7 times x. That's easy. That's 7x. Drop down the minus. 7 times 2, 14. I still don't know what x is. And remember, this is an expression. We don't have an equal sign. That means we can't really solve. All I know is 7 times some number minus 14. It doesn't equal anything, so I can't really figure out what it is, but I've changed it. I've changed the format that it's in, and now if I had any other x terms I could combine with them, it would be easy to do. You're going to find that this way of writing it helps you in algebra a lot. So using the distributive property to get rid of those parentheses and kind of get the x's out or whatever your variable is. All right, thanks guys.